Relish Show. We're gonna have a real good time on the Music Relish Show.
I'm an American. Yeah. American civilian. Hi, Yanks. Hi. American civilian. It's all right. And you got the cigarettes, and that's what I've been dreaming of. Chef. Who are you? Who are you? You don't talk to the colonel. Well, you listen to him. The man's enlarged my mind. He's a poet, warrior in the classic sense. I mean, sometimes he'll, you say hello to him, right? And he'll just walk right by you, and he won't even notice you. And then suddenly he'll grab you, and he'll throw you in a corner, and he'll say, do you know that if is the middle word in life? If you can keep your head when all about you losing theirs and blaming it on you, if you can trust yourself when all men doubt you. I mean, I can't. I'm a little man. He's a great man. I should have been a pair of ragged claws scuttling across floors of silent seas.
Well, okay.
Well, all right.
Hello, humans and non-biological human remains. This is episode 136 of the Music Relish Show with your hosts, Mark, Perry, and Lou. Mark, Mark is an extra from an early Planet of the Apes movie.
Hey, how you doing?
You were in Beneath the Planet. You were not in the original one because that was before you were born.
Yeah, that's right.
Right.
That's
so
right.
you were in the sequel, 1970. You were a year old
with the crazy organ player.
Yes. All right. Tonight we've got some video clips of not the Vanilla Fudge playing "You Keep Me Hangin' On." We've got music trivia, some info about bands from Liverpool, England, that is. The Yardbirds video clip of them playing, it's an audio clip too, of I'm a Man. And as usual, per weekly, we've got random relish topics and extra relish. And extra relish only costs you 50 cents. That's how good it is.
Wow, that's a great deal.
Wow.
It is a great deal. And that's either dill or sweet. You can have, or whatever relish. Crazy relish.
Gotta be dill.
Wow.
All right.
I need my crazy pills.
So first, I say toast, salute, probst, schlanky. Welcome.
9.
All right, let's get the show beginning. How about I listened to some Beatles today?
Really?
Yeah. One of those little side holes you take, little side black holes in the internet you take. So how about some things about bands from Liverpool, England? Liverpool. That's in the north of England. Correct. It's a port town.
She was a working girl. Well, who's the biggest band to come out of Liverpool?
Jerry and the Pacemakers. Fred,
well, other than that.
Das Beatles.
Right. Das Beatles.
Beatles.
Mark's holding up something about it.
He's holding up something. Standard.
He's getting football. He's going on soccer.
Oh, is that a Liverpool soccer team?
Yeah.
Football team.
Yeah.
So what they call Standard Complete?
Well,
Their sponsor is Standard Charter Bank.
all right, here's a band from Liverpool.
England.
Harry and the Pacemakers.
This land's the place I love, and here I'll stay.
Nice production, anyway.
It really is. Wasn't that George Martin?
It is.
Okay. Jerry Marsden, he was a good singer. He had a good voice.
Yeah.
That's actually a really good song. That's a pretty song.
Yeah. Well, here's another band from Liverpool, the Swingin' Blue Jeans.
For goodness sake, I got the hippie shakes.
Yeah. From Liverpool.
I got the hippie shakes. Oh, I can't sit.
Well, that Mersey thing was like they were into old rock and roll. So yeah, you could even hear John Lennon sing that song, right?
Yeah.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
That could have been an American garage rock band too.
Sure. Yeah.
And didn't the Georgia Satellites cover that? I think they did.
Lots of
I
people
think they did.
cover those songs. Yeah.
And the Beatles as well.
In fact, we did a segment, right, on like the power of a song some time back. And I think one of them was, The Searchers from Liverpool.
Right.
Every time that you
great version.
Wow.
Yeah.
Reminds you of anyone?
Good song.
The Birds or the Beatles too. Ironic. I heard that yesterday morning on the 60s XM on my way to work. It's a great song.
Really? Written
Great,
by
yeah,
Jackie
yeah.
D. Shannon. Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
I heard the Searchers. But Jackie
Yes,
D.
that's
Shannon,
what I mean. But the
Jackie
song
D.
was
Shannon
written
wrote
by
it.
Jackie D.
She
Shannon.
wrote it.
Yeah.
I knew that.
Yeah. I knew you knew that.
Yeah, no, I did.
I know. You're the professor. Of course you know that.
Jesus.
All right. Liverpool, Echoing the Bunnymen. Echoing the Bunnymen.
Yeah.
Good song.
In the crew.
Good song.
What's that?
I might not have liked that in the 80s. It might have been too almost like new
Too
wave.
much-
I get at it.
Yes.
I get out of
know
new
what you
wavy
mean.
stuff, but I like it now. I always thought it was booger
Yeah.
kisses, lips like
It was
boogers.
labor.
booger kisses.
It was the keyboard thing that you have to either
Yeah.
you take to it or you don't.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, here's another band from Liverpool, Flock of Seagulls.
I don't know.
Didn't know they were from Liverpool.
Yeah.
Space Age love song.
Yeah.
I like that though when it came out.
I
guess
like
came
that
around
more
there.
than their first single. I like that Space Age love song. I like that song. Yeah.
Good one. What was the first one?
I remember it was an early video too.
I
Yeah,
ran. I ran so far.
Right,
Right.
yeah.
Right.
And the singer did have the '59 Cadillac hairdo.
Yes, he had the. Yeah. Here's Frankie Goes to Hollywood. It's from Liverpool.
Whatever.
Great song.
Relax.
Trevor Horn.
I see big white shirts, big white
Yeah,
T-shirts.
produced by Trevor Horn. Yeah.
Trevor Horn, yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
That was a risque video.
Relax. Don't do it.
Liverpool is the Teardrop Explodes. We've heard
Ooh,
of
yeah,
them.
wow.
They're from
Yeah.
Liverpool.
Wow.
Yeah. All right, that's a good song.
Dang.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a great song.
Wow.
Yeah.
That took me back. I haven't heard that in
Yeah.
forever.
Great name for a band. Teardrop Explodes.
Yeah, sure.
That's a great name for
Yeah.
a band. You're right. Yeah.
Teardrop explodes.
Here's a name I don't like, but hey, man, they had a hit, Dead or Alive,
Oh, yeah.
from Liverpool.
Anybody got any cheap cocaine?
What's that?
And cheap
Has
cologne.
anybody got any cheap cocaine?
And cologne.
Yeah, really, really. That's when you find when you were a rock person, you find yourself going to like dance clubs.
That's a club song. Yeah.
I had an issue. That was a weird time. Like some of that stuff was good to me. But when all this thing, every time you went somewhere, there was like a DJ, you know.
Yeah. I
The
never
death of
took
rock.
to that song. I never took to that song, but
No.
this song, boy, did I take to this song from this Liverpool band, and a lot of people did. They're called The Laws.
Yeah. One and done.
That's one of the greatest pop songs ever written. I mean, that's up there with Penny Lane to me. That song.
And a great
Yeah.
movie attached to it.
Yeah.
Many
So
great
Married an
movies
Axe Murderer.
attached to it.
So I
yeah.
mean, look at the size of the head.
Yeah.
I ordered a
Yep.
large. Also, they've only done one album. We've talked about that a few times.
They only made one record.
Only one
Really?
record, one and done.
Yeah.
Yeah, one and done. Yep.
That was Echo and the Bunnymen. Is that a good name? I thought it was kind of funny back in the
And
80s.
it's a funny name. It's a silly name. But
It's like
yeah.
Jerry and the
silly name.
Pacemakers. It's two. You know,
Yeah.
But I think well, weren't we Perry and the Pacemakers for a while?
No, that was jokingly we're
I
going to
know.
call the band Perry and the Pacemakers, right?
then we were the Remainders.
But there's a band from Liverpool called Cast, and they're really good.
Nice blue vinyl.
Cool, yeah.
Yeah, but they're a great band. And there's other mentions. Atomic Kitten are from Liverpool, and other, the other bands like that are from Liverpool. So Liverpool still to this day has a vibrant music scene.
Yeah.
It's not just all the Beatles and
Well,
Jerry
sure,
the
yeah,
Pacemakers and whatever. It's not all nostalgic. All the
No,
time.
it didn't die in 69 or 70 when the Beatles broke up.
Right.
Yeah.
And
Now, Freddie and the Dreamers were not from Liverpool.
Yeah. No.
Where were they from?
But now,
in Manchester.
Mark, there's a thing too. Orchestral Maneuvers in the Dark. They're not from Liverpool, but they're Merseyside. They were like, a town a little bit up the road or something. So that's why I didn't include OMD in there, because they didn't start in Liverpool, but they are from a Mersey town. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Just an honorable mention, the city theme.
You'll Never Walk Alone.
Walk on, walk on.
What a song.
Who's singing?
Jerry and the Pacemakers. It's actually a very old song, but they made a hit out of it.
Yeah.
I didn't know
And when
Jerry Marsden. I'm sorry.
No, when they play it at the Liverpool games, the whole arena sings it. It's the Jerry and the Pacemakers version, obviously.
I didn't. He played guitar also, but he ever see pictures of video of Jerry Marsden? He strapped it really, really high. It's kind of
Under his armpit, like one of those guys.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Like Ted Nugent in 1970.
Yeah. Well, those are some bands from Liverpool.
Good
Liverpool.
bands.
Yeah.
Good bands.
Liver. Where we got that name from?
It's a pool of liver.
It's a giant pool of livers.
It's like Blackpool. I like that name.
Blackpool.
Yeah.
Well, that sounds like Richard Nixon's swimming pool when I cleaned it. It was painted black.
The original title of a Paul McCartney song. Blackpool singing in it.
Blackpool. All right. Well, that was fun. That was neat.
Jesus, Mark.
It's kind of cool, in England, it's regional, like the regional areas of music.
Sure,
and they're like that. When I went to England, it was 1990. There was like, you go to a area, get some beer. You couldn't get the beer you had in the other area. It was very local brewing, like kind of like Asheville is. It's that kind of thing. It was very local and regionalized, but pretty cool.
Newcastle Ale up in Newcastle. Yeah.
Yeah. How about some excitement?
What's that?
Well, in our opening thing here, we mentioned the Vanilla Fudge. We're going to have a clip of them playing You Keep Me Hanging On. And, I think we should do it.
Let's do it. Great drumming on this song.
1968.
This is intense.
Give me the drummer's the star of the show, dude.
Yeah.
Like Dino Donelli.
And they all move like...
That's a Hammond. You can tell by the levers.
That's a Hammond, yeah.
Is this Carmen or Vinny?
That's Carmine. Vinny played with
Vinny
Black
or
Sabbath.
Carmen?
Carmine, I would think.
Vinny's the younger brother.
He's playing
Look
with
what
one
he's
arm.
doing with the cymbal, like you said. Yeah, look.
Yeah, he leans on
slamming
it to muffle it. It's easier than grabbing it with your hand with a stick in it.
Look at them banging their heads.
Now, right there. Just. Do you see what he did there, Vinny? That's Carmine.
Carmine, yeah.
Do you see what he's a martial artist, dude. His head was straight here, and he's doing these things without moving. That's like martial arts, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's good point.
Good balance.
It's incredible.
It's good balance.
Yeah.
When you watching that clip, the way he's with the cymbal, like Dino Donelli was the same way. And another really good showman drummer, but yeah, he's great. Who are the other guys in Vanilla Fudge? Is it Tim Bogert?
Yeah, Tim Bogert is the bass player.
Yeah.
Right.
And the keyboard player.
He's playing like a Telecaster-shaped bass.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, that's weird. We know the name. We just it's not arriving at us now.
Well, let's see another one.
Cool dude. Look at his hand. He's very theatrical.
Yeah. He's like the internet drummer, that guy. You know?
Steve.
Yeah, there's Tim Bogert. Yeah.
Yep.
Man, they're
Yeah. And,
Oh,
and
great.
they can all sing. Everybody sings.
Yeah. You know, but
That's
he's
Mark
got
Stein.
style.
He's
Like,
got
Carmen
more.
had style. You know, I mean,
Yeah.
drumming
Yeah.
requirements
Yeah.
are different now. You know, who are the real stylish drummers that are of note? I don't know any. I don't know any. You know.
Mm,
No.
good point.
Yeah. Where have all the
Point.
Cowboys gone?
Yeah, I forgot the keyboard player's name and the guitar player's name, but they're
Keyboard player is Mark Stein,
Mark Stein. Okay.
later of Alice Cooper's band. He joined Alice Cooper.
Really. Wow.
Yeah.
okay. Cool.
Cool.
You want
We have
more?
another
There's two
clip.
more,
Oh
Lou.
yeah.
Two more. Yeah, go for it.
This is
Two more.
fantastic.
I love the
I
backdrop.
love the hand action.
Did I see John Lennon back there in the backdrop? Look like
Look at the size of his kick drum, dude.
looks like a 24-inch kick.
It's like bottoms.
Red
Whatever
sparkle,
it is,
man.
looks huge.
Why don't you go?
Dang, man. I like when he does the thing with the cymbal. He silences it with his whole arm.
Well, he muffled it with his forearm. Yeah. Normally you clutch it with your hand.
But with him, the drums are absolutely an integral instrument in this band. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not just a backbeat with this band.
Oh no.
You know?
Mm.
Yeah.
You know, even when Carmine played with Rod Stewart, it was kind of the same way.
Yeah.
You know, it was
Really?
like it wasn't. He wasn't restrained, but it's a different way of playing and using the drum kit as a whole.
Yeah.
You know, and making it part
Yeah.
of the song. You know, Artemis Powell did that with Leonard Skinner. I heard an old track from them. Forgot what it was. I said, you know, he played with the guitar, but it wasn't just keeping a beat. Sometimes you do that. You know, playing for the song
Yeah.
can mean many different things. You know, I'm done.
Yeah. Well, there's one more, dude. And that's a 4-piece kit.
Yeah, what's that? Listen to his kick drum. Boom, 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 boom.
Yeah, man.
He's twirling.
Yeah.
That I don't know how he does that.
Well, I will say that whoever directed that episode did a fantastic job, because that's a representation of how to show a band.
What show
You know what
was
I mean?
that?
We'll zoom in on Carmen. You know, like everybody got a shot at it. It's not like Genesis where everything was Peter. You know,
Do you
what I
know
mean?
what show it was, Perry?
That was from the Ed Sullivan Show.
Oh,
Is it
okay.
so? Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Carmine actually got a lot of screen time.
Yeah.
Well,
Rightfully.
it's like it's his band, dude. You know?
But Mark Stein's hand got a lot of time too. You know, the hand was everywhere.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh yeah, that's cool though. You know, I like
Vanilla
showmanship.
Fudge. Yeah.
Vanilla Fudge, yeah.
When
Yep.
when
And
Deep
Mark,
Purple
Mark,
won,
Mark Stein played mostly with his right hand. He was gesturing. You know, it's pretty cool. It's a show. People are like mock show, boys, mock show.
when Deep Purple wanted to get heavy and they kicked out the Mark I guys, the Richie Blackmore said they heard Vanilla Fudge and they said that's where we're headed. They wanted
Really?
that sound.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And Carmine is still playing to this day. It's amazing.
Sure. Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Within a decade of that video, though, he would be writing "Do You Think I'm Sexy?" And I love that
Had to
song.
bring that up, didn't you? Yeah.
'Cause
Well, when you're working with Rod, you kind of have to work with Rod.
Rod
Yeah.
the mod.
Rod wants to go there. You're going to work with him. You know.
That's a great tune. I don't care what anybody
You
says.
think Vinny's going to say, Rod, that's a stupid idea.
I'm sure that was a number 1 or a top 10 hit.
I mean, Carmen. So Beck Bogart and Appice was Tim Bogart, the bass player,
Peachy.
Carmine, the drummer.
Actually,
correct?
it was Don Amici on drums. It was Bogart and Amici.
Carmine Peart.
That's who they were with
Yeah,
Jeff Beck,
yeah.
right?
Yeah,
Those two guys. Yeah.
Carmine Peart.
Wait, let me guess. One album?
I don't know.
I don't know. Jeff Beck.
Hearing about him. I remember reading about him in the magazines, but
No, they
yeah, I
put out.
wouldn't-
yeah.
They put out one. No, they put out quite a few. Vanilla Fudge, The Beat
Really?
Goes On, Renaissance, Near the Beginning, Rock and Roll. And in 2007, they reformed and did Out Through the Indoor.
Yeah, I mean, Beck
No,
Bogart.
you meant
and,
how many Beck Bogart and Appice albums
Oh,
are
I
there?
thought you meant Vanilla
and Don
Fudge.
Amici.
Yeah.
Beck Bogart and Peachy did one studio and one live album. That was it.
So they did one record. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Jeff Beck quit.
Like he does everything.
He had to
Probably.
work on his hot rods, man.
He doesn't
He
have
couldn't
to
stick
do
with
it. He
anything.
doesn't have. That's pretty good. In a way, like it can suck if you're in a band. You're like, well, the first record went over well, Jeff. When we do another one, he's just like, what, I had fun.
Nah, I'm out.
Yeah.
But I had fun. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot to be something to be said for that. It's living on your own terms, and
But it's like, but
Just
it's
don't be a
also
dick
like,
about it.
Crosby, Stills, Nash. Crosby, Stills, Nash, and Young.
Yeah.
Young's not technically in the band, so when I'm done, I'm out, dude.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
He can come and go as he pleased.
yeah.
he was probably like, that one album's enough.
Yeah.
And all the other I like the extrapolations, all of Crosby, Nash, and Stills.
Yeah.
Nash
And
and
the other guy.
Frederic.
Yeah,
Dallas Taylor,
So-
don't forget, he was in there too.
Dallas Taylor. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Good drummer. Greg Reeves on bass.
Stills, Garcia, Nash, and and Weir and Crosby. Yeah.
Benjamin Franklin, Thomas Jefferson, George Washington.
So, does anyone have anything random? Any rando relish? Random. You got
I
some?
may have
You
one.
got some?
You
got some?
Yeah, I got a little something.
You got a little something?
All I have is a Billboard magazine, a Billboard Hot 100 chart from 1988.
I can barely see it. Can you see that?
A song
You got
called "Love Bites" by Def Leppard. Mark, can you see
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually like that song.
that? Go ahead. Mark, can you read the rest? I can't.
Don't Worry, Be Happy by Bobby
Oh
McFerrin.
yeah. Haven't heard that one enough.
Well, here's
Yeah.
a trivia. I didn't know it was from that movie. It's from Cocktail. I didn't know that.
The Tom Cruise movie.
Yeah. Here's a cover I do not like. Don't Be Cruel by Cheap Trick. I didn't like their cover.
Yeah.
One Good Woman by Peter Cetera.
Ooh, let me guess. It's a ballad.
That can't be good.
One Good Woman. Groovy Kind of Love by Phil Collins from the Buster movie soundtrack.
His cover of that.
Now
was
listen here, Buster.
His cover of that was okay, I guess.
Now,
I
here's one
don't
that-
like the original too much.
Here's one that'll fool you. It's I'll Always Love You by Taylor Dane, not I Will Always Love You. Joan Jett.
Always love. Is that when she goes? Ooh, 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 ooh.
Yeah.
Did she do this? Did she do the jazz hand thing and the?
Let's
Oh no,
see.
that's Whitney Houston. Sorry. Go ahead.
Joan
That was
Jett.
Mariah Carey. That was Mariah Carey.
Yes.
More Carrie. Joan Jett, I Hate Myself for Loving You.
I like that. That's a good song.
Myself for love.
That song's fucking. That song's freaking heavy, man.
It's Joan Jett. Yeah.
I think that's Tommy Price on drums too. I bet you $1.
Did you ever see the video? They dressed her up really nice, that video.
Okay.
What's on Your Mind? Pure Energy by Information Society. Don't know that one. Please Don't Go Girl by New Kids on the Block.
Whatever.
Here we
I was
go.
a
This
grown
is
man.
interesting.
They're
This-
boy
Wait,
bands.
oh my God, wait, this is 88?
1988. October 1988. Yeah.
I was 27.
I was just out of high school, first year out of high school. Okay,
Punk
this
ass.
is kind of neat. This is trivia. 2 songs with the same name in the top, but different songs. Don't Be Cruel by Bobby Brown.
Oh wow, yeah.
You mean he didn't do a version of the Elvis song?
It was his song.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Isn't that funny? Don't be cruel.
Yeah. Oh, man. All right.
Well,
Here's one. Fallen
yeah.
Angel by Poison.
Oh, now how does that go? Is that a big power
I don't
ballad?
know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't remember it. And
French is
rounding
poisson.
out rounding out the top 10 is Don't You Know What the Night Can Do by Steve Winwood. That's
Steve
not
Winewood.
Winewood.
Don't
yeah.
You Know What the Night Can Do by Steve
Yeah.
Winwood.
Don't you know what the
I don't know how
night
that
can
goes.
do?
Man. I don't know.
Wow.
It was pretty big.
Was
hit.
that off the Don't Roll With It album? Got to roll with it, baby.
Probably.
Well, 88.
Okay.
I guess 88. He was happening in 88 still, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah,
Yeah.
we had. He was having a comeback then.
Yep.
That's all I have for random stuff.
88. So I heard something today.
Uh-huh.
I was never like an Aerosmith fan, and I was goofing on YouTube thinking about something to talk about, and someone said, "Here's are some of the biggest songs of 1973," and Dream On came on. I did not know that Dream On was actually from their debut album in '73.
Yeah.
Because when I said that, I said I remember that. I
wasn't
remember
a big
hearing
hit.
that. Well, I remember hearing it as a teenager, but that was in '75. I'm like, am I like getting foggy with the past years? And so I looked it up, and no, that was their debut album. And it wasn't. Yeah, but
And
when
it didn't
they
hit for a
re-released
few
it,
years.
yeah, when it was
It's like
re-released.
the re-release sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. So
Yeah.
it wasn't like it didn't linger. It was just actually it was shelved, didn't do so great, and then but I was like, because I remember hearing that everywhere that summer of '75 on a jukebox
Then it took
at our
flight.
swim club. The Halcyon years,
Jukebox.
the mid '70s, Watergate. Oh, but but the
I was
producer
too young
of
to remember.
what's that? You were too young. You're a little kid. You're a little 6'9", 71, 2. Well, you're like 4
I was
or
a
5.
wee little boy.
You're like 5 years old before.
Yeah.
Wow. You hadn't split your pants at my father's roller rink yet. Oh, that was
No.
no, I'm sorry.
That was 83, 82 or 83.
Wow.
All right. Yeah.
Right before we sold it. So the producer of that first record was a guy named Adrian Barber. And he was known for producing. It's kind of cool. He engineered and recorded the Beatles live at the Star Club in Hamburg, Germany in 1962.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And
I had that record at one point. Yeah.
Did you? Okay. I listened to it today. And he produced the Allman Brothers debut album, the first album. It's got the studio version of Whip and Post.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, and the Velvet Underground. And the last album that people say was the last original record with the Velvet Underground, Loaded. And he recorded that. But I noticed when I was reading about him, the Allmans and the Velvets did not like his mixes. So Tom Dowd ended up remixing the Allman Brothers debut album. But so it's kind of funny because I listened to Dream On. I don't know. It sounds okay to me. I mean, it's not a great recording, man. I don't know. Is it?
No.
It's a 70s record.
I always thought the drums were weak in it.
Okay. So, evidently, whatever his credentials, who knows what the guy was like. But it seems funny because of the three things that I read about that he recorded, the band had major issues with the mixes. And I listened to the Beatles, live at the Star Club. And it's kind of funny. At times, I wouldn't even know it was them singing. It's weird. I mean, but what I thought was cool was that some of George's guitar sounds, it was kind of distorted. It was really kind of dirty. And I could see where George Martin took them and just gave them a sound totally different. But some of the same songs they played, but it was hard edged, but doesn't sound great. But a lot of the singing, like George was singing one song. I don't know what it was. I forgot what it was, but I would not know it was George, and it was weird. But you can see how they, in a short amount of time, how they were given and put in the right hand, or the right hands with the producer, and how he changes things. But I was really amazed at George's guitar sound. It was distortion. But yeah.
So what about this guy from Aerosmith though?
He was the engineer on. He recorded that. The Beatles thing. So I guess he was in whenever he was working for them or something. I didn't go and hit the history of the making of the record.
Yeah.
But he recorded. So he had. I guess he was there somehow in some capacity.
Yeah. Well, it's interesting that you even said this because I'm working on a segment for a near future show about the sound of the boards because the boards sometimes make the sound. You know what I mean? Like
Absolutely,
those old boards were
Yeah.
tube driven. They had tube warmth. The SSLs didn't come in till years later.
What is
right?
SSL?
Solid state linear boards or whatever they,
Right.
So in other words, those boards were all tube driven. That's
They
why
had
the
tubes in them.
Beatles sounded the way. That's why the Stones sounded differently than the Beatles was because of the boards.
Right.
So
You
we're doing a future thing on that too, with the way how the boards make the sound.
Right. I've heard certain names like my friends, the Gripweeds had a sec. Apparently, this was something it was a good thing to get. Yeah. That's the thing. It's like that. I'm like, we could do a whole show on microphones.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Do 10 shows.
Different. We touched upon it. But
so that first Aerosmith album, I have it. I think the whole album sucks sound wise.
Really?
So it's funny you say that other bands have had issues.
Yeah.
It's the mix. It's not the board. The mix is very soft. The drums seem to take a backseat.
But Mark, can I ask you now? Are you saying? But when you were 10 years old, and you heard that first Aerosmith record, did you think, man, that sounded like shit?
I wasn't 10.
Now.
Yeah.
I heard it when I was a teenager, and I didn't like the sound. I thought it was lame.
Well,
I don't think he got a good performance out of them in the studio. That's the issue, I think.
Yeah.
You should say that. Well, we're musicians, so whatever drew you to music as a youth, you hear things. I always thought the early '60s drum sounds were shitty, like Keith Moon's. They sounded tinny. Even some Ringo's early, but that's kind of the way it's supposed to be. Being a drummer, I learned I don't tamper with my drums anymore. I just put a head on each side, and you tune them. You don't put maxi pads on them. Or whatever. Look like a goddamn maxi pad.
Let me ask you a question. I got a question about this Beatles album. What's it called? Live at the
It's called
Star Club in Hamburg.
Live at the Star Club in Hamburg, Germany, 1962.
When did it come out? I don't even know about it.
Came out in the 80s, I think.
Okay.
Yeah,
And
I
he
did look into the history of the record. I just, but it's maybe however it came out. I would assume Adrian Barber either worked for the Star Club or whatever. Why was it recorded at the Star Club? It was a standard procedure. They ran a board mix. What kind of board did they use, Perry?
I have no idea.
It's a Stundel. We might find out.
I don't know.
We may not.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was it. Yeah, kind of. But I didn't know that Dream On was a re-release.
Yeah.
A release.
Yeah.
Cool.
And then it took off. Yeah, upon the re-release.
After they had their big hit, right, with "Walk This Way," I think that's when. Yeah.
And to me, the Axel von Douchebag from November Rain is their that's their that's the Dream On.
God.
Put that drum fill.
I know.
Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
It's the standard power ballad drum fill. I've done.
Yep. That was after they got rid of Steven Adler. You ever hear Steven Adler talk?
Schadenfreude?
No, Steven Adler, the original drummer, he was on Eddie Trunk's show on VH1, and he talks like this when he's talking.
Oh no!
He did a lot of drugs, dude. Man,
He did.
He's alive.
No,
man,
he's not. I think he passed. I think he actually passed.
Well, but I'm saying,
we don't know.
Yeah.
The thing was, I was talking to my bass player friend in my band about him, and the guy was a good drummer. He had a good swing. I'm not a big GNR fan, but I thought as a band, I like the band. Not the singer.
Yeah.
But I thought as a drummer, I thought his feel was really good. I thought it was really good, but I always wonder why he got replaced, but we found out. But he had a good feel.
Yeah, the first album, he had a nice drum sound, actually.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. Was that produced by Mike Stone or Mike Klink or something?
Something like that, yeah.
I think
it had a good production.
It was Colonel Klink.
Colonel Klink. He heard nothing and he saw nothing.
Oh, that was Schultze. Strudel. It was a Strudel board that they used. That was the recording board they used. Does anybody else have any more random? I got one.
I do.
I don't.
I do.
Talk. Speak.
Okay. I'm going to put my little
your
album
case,
of the
Mark.
week because, every week now I'm taking an album out and reliving my teenage years. So this week's album for me is called Rage for Order by Queensryche. It was their second full-length album. I bought it in high school. And you won't see it, Lou, but they definitely went glam in their image on this one. They wore long black coats and had their hair. Yeah.
Someone, I got a Queensryche album for Christmas one year.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I really liked the album. It was very commercial, but interesting. The song that I liked off it, which was kind of a minor hit, was called "I'm Gonna Get Close to You." Years later, I found out that it was a cover of a pop song. So the Queensryche version sounds like this. All right. Okay, so it's a stalker song. It's about someone who just follows someone around they're fascinated with. So it was originally done by an artist called Dabalo from Canada, and I didn't really look up her version of the song until this week. I never really wanted to hear it, and I actually posted it on my Facebook page because I was fascinated. I was surprised how similar they kept the song. This is her version.
Say I'm wasting my time, but I know what to do with it. It's as plain as black and white. I'm gonna get close to you. So close to
Yeah,
you.
they didn't change it much. But I handed to him because Jeff Tate was able to. He took her mannerisms and everything the way he sang it.
It's
It's a scary song if you ever read the lyrics. It's pretty sick stuff.
Where are Queensryche from? Are they American?
Seattle.
Seattle. Oh, they're okay. Okay. Well, it's close to Canada.
They were like the band White Lion, where they rehearsed for like a long time without playing live. They kind of were in a rehearsal studio and they perfected their sound. They put out a 4-song EP. I was in high school. You couldn't buy that EP. Everybody's rushing out to get it. So Music Merchant, our local store, kept running out of it. I finally got it. And then they were like heavy, but then this album was very, a lot of people were a little angry. I like it when it's a little more commercial myself. So, but it's a great album. Still my original pressing. I bought it the day it came out. And,
what was the album? Okay.
Go ahead.
What was the album that had Silent Lucidity on it?
My favorite album of theirs, Empire.
What year did that come out?
Oh, it would have been the 90s. I can't pinpoint the year exactly.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that had Michael Kamen, the guy that does orchestral arrangements on so many songs. He did the orchestra on it. That was a great song. Yeah,
I think that was like almost like a hit.
Yeah,
well, cool.
yeah. By the way, honorable mention here. I did dig something out, guys. This is the first album I ever bought with my own money. I had my newspaper delivery money because for years I was stealing my sister's albums, and I bought Asia with my own money. So, because my sister didn't have it, I couldn't steal it from her.
What did it set you back?
It was
$3.50.
It was Town and Country Music.
Yeah,
not Music Merchant. I think it was like $6 maybe.
Would you say you bought it in the heat of the moment?
Yeah.
You got robbed, dude.
But,
Perry, come on.
But Perry, it's funny. When I was buying the album and at the register, I heard a guy in the back going, "I wanted that kit, and you sold it out from under me." The voice sounded familiar. It was.
It was me. It was me.
But yeah, it's so cool when you find this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So every week I will have a album that I dug out.
What was Asia's other big hit? That we had Heat of the Moment. There was another one from that first album.
I think you said this last week, didn't
we
you?
did. I know. We never had an answer. I said, "Don't cry," but that was from the second album.
Only Time Will Tell.
That was
the
other
big
one. That's the other one. Only Time Will Tell.
But then the next album had The Smile Has Left Your Eyes.
What was that?
Yeah.
No,
the next album had The Smile Has Left Your Eyes. The second album.
I don't know that one. I know Don't Cry from the second album, right?
Yeah.
Do you remember the video?
Yep.
Very adventurous.
Yeah.
Doesn't Steve Howe rappel down into the bottom of a pyramid or something?
Can you imagine, like on the set? Don't do this. Don't do that.
I'll break my bloody neck.
The second album was recorded at Lit Studio not long, right before Rush went in to record Grace Under Pressure, I believe. Because while they were recording it, their engineer died, who everyone knew. Yeah. And Rush did After Image dedicated to him, the guy that died, and I just don't remember his name. So, yeah.
We talked about Lit Studio and some talks about famous studios that don't exist anymore.
Well, the studio's in ruins. It's just a shell of a building.
Yeah.
That's like hiking through Harriman State Park and you see the remnants of Doodletown or whatever, the village that was in the middle of it. There's like a foundation that's charred. You're like, this is where history was made here, you know?
Some guy was up there in the summer.
Jay Farr said it's a damn shame.
Damn shame. Some guy was up there in the summer and he took pictures of the pond next to the studio. Where you ever see those pictures of Neil Peart when he was out on the thing playing his drums? And I was like, that's the pond. That's like it's history, you know? Yeah.
Things change, bro.
Things change. That's the way it is.
Any more? Perry, did you have anything random?
I did my random already.
Did you? I got one here. So we were talking about the Songwriters Hall of Fame, which I thought last week was associated with the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, which it does not.
Yeah.
But we've mentioned who started the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, Songwriters Hall of Fame a while back. Johnny Mercer and a couple other guys. Johnny Mercer, the famous songwriter. But you texted us the criteria, and it's pretty much almost like the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. It's 20 years of significant. You have to have some kind of significant success after your initial hit.
So-called hit songs. Yeah,
right. Yeah. You've got to maintain 20 years of so-called excellence or whatever it is. So, yeah. But now we mentioned, I remember Gene Simmons and Paul Stanley. Okay, they're in. I mean, Kiss are huge. I mean, whether you like this, you have to decide whether your own personal taste aside.
You don't have to like them. They deserve to be in there.
Right.
They wrote a lot of songs. Yeah.
Yes, but was Taylor Swift mentioned?
You mentioned Taylor Swift.
I thought she was mentioned as one, but so that would mean she's 36 or something like that. She would have to have done her first hit when she was 16. Has she been around that long?
Her first
I'm not
album.
A Swiftie Mark is, so he would know.
She was a teenager when that first album with the song Tim McGraw came out. Yeah.
So she was that young. Wow, so it's been that long too. I'm not denying her. That's just wow. Okay, all right. It wasn't a judgment on music or anything like that, but I was just saying.
Yeah,
I forget how old we all are and how much time has gone on. So that's 20 years. Not only is Mark a Swiftie, he's a cultie.
By the way, you're right. Yeah. She was 16 when that first album came out.
Damn,
she looks a lot older on the cover though. Yeah, that was a country album. She was originally
she's 20 years into her career.
Wow. Yeah.
She was actually on the country.
At least she writes her own songs. I give her that. I'm not to like her, but she writes her songs. She doesn't use AI to write songs for her.
That's why I've always respected her, because she writes her own music. She could easily say, write me songs to people.
Well, a lot of these songs, a lot of these new artists, they do write their own songs. But I did see a clip on this year's Grammys, and it was Rick Beato, and he's basically saying he was playing, the last Grammys, what the songs of the year were, and how they're all. There's 15 songwriters on every song, and his point was he goes, who's going to remember these songs in 5 years, and why did it take 10 people? It's all it's the Cuisinart of technology.
I saw that. Why are there 10 writers? Why did 10 people have to write this song?
That started with who is who's the one that went out, the guy that went out with Britney Spears. He's got the curly hair, he's skinny, he does he was a boy band. No, I forget the name guy's singer. He's a big, huge singer. He started that.
Is he an actor?
He was in the Facebook movie, the movie about the founding
Jesse
of
Eisenberg.
Justin Timberlake.
Justin Timberlake.
Yeah.
He was one of the first ones to do that, because he would write a song and then he had his posse with him, right? Like his entourage, and he'd be like, "Yeah, you came up. I'm putting you on it, and you on it." It's like everyone in the room gets credit. That's where that kind of started, from what I hear. But
I would think each person has to bring. Well, each person. I mean, money's money, business is business. So if you got 15 songwriters on the song, I would think a company would try to eliminate 12 of them, or just maybe they've got some kind of. I think they're technological contributions. Whatever this stuff that you need to bring into these songs, I think each individual probably has some kind of finger in that, so to speak.
Excuse me, but that with that kind of music, there's somebody who comes up with the beat. Now that guy's a songwriter. He's parts, you know what I mean? There's another guy who comes up with this part. So the beat guy is one of the songwriters, though.
Yeah.
They have beat specialists.
Sure. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's all programming. It's all
Yeah.
technology. I mean, Billie Eilish and her brother. I mean, that's how they create these things. And I was showing you guys, some of my associations. They're using AI, and I'll say, for
You're
example,
going to do it, Lou. I know you're going to do it. You're
no,
going to do it.
no, I'm not. No, I'm not.
Yes, you are. You know you are.
No. I just use it to make funny pictures of me. But it's where you can take, Barry, you could take one of your songs and say, I want this ska version, and it'll just do it for you. It just does it.
Yeah.
Yeah. My thing is, I guess, I mean, if you want to horse around, but what I find weird is, to me, it's the vocals. What I've heard, they're too perfect, and it gives it. Although you can say, hey, wow, I took my song and I gave it a big band lounge arrangement. It's the vocals. I think if you could just use, I wouldn't say not use the music, but if you had to, at the very least, but do your own vocals. You can process your vocals using everything.
Yeah, but if you do not want if you don't want the AI to write a song for you, it can just write lyrics for you.
I know.
You can write in and then you can say, yeah, I wrote the song, and add your own melody and your own music and everything to it. But you didn't even write the lyrics.
You didn't write it.
Yeah.
You might have some vague thoughts. It didn't come
from your heart, man.
I know,
it didn't come from you. Yeah.
And the funny thing is, I guess, all right, so we're musicians. We've written songs. We've got that edge. People who want to, but really, not everyone.
I understand.
I know everyone's got different abilities and talents, and I don't take it for granted. But if you're not, and you can say, well, look, I had this great idea for a song, and I don't have a band.
Right.
I kind of get it, but it's it's AI. Just tell everyone what it is, though.
It's the same way. Like, I would never go out into the woods and shoot a deer. But I understand that people go out into the woods and shoot deer, and I don't have anything against them personally. It's just that I would never do it.
Right. I drop out of a tree with a spear and kill them that way.
Yeah.
But no, I know what you mean. Like, I don't want to do it. I mean, I'm not enthralled with the recording process. We talked about this lately. It's the nuts and bolts. Yeah, where I would love someone else to do it for me. So I'm going to use the AI pair. You're right, Guy. You're goddamn right.
I know you.
As soon as we're off the show,
I know you are.
No, I'm not. You know I'm not. No, I'm not. I will not do that.
I think it's the intent of the person. So if somebody, like you guys just said, I'd love to write a song. I don't maybe have the technique, and they do an AI. I'm not going to be like, oh, they suck, whatever. They're doing it to create music.
Yeah.
I get mad at these people that are just going to, like, some guy that has nothing to do with music, like a Hesh from The Sopranos, that says instead of hiring people and ripping them off, he's now just going to have a computer make music, and he has nothing to do with music. Well, that's what pisses me off.
Consider this. Consider this, Lou, Mark. How many times have you read articles in these magazines, these music magazines, and seen interviews with people like, I had writer's block for 2 years. I couldn't do anything. Well, that would never happen now, because now whoever has writer's block can go to AI and they will generate the lyrics for you. Like, dude, it's scary and it's wrong, man. It's fucking wrong.
It's digital super colon blow for your creative block,
I remember
it's Prugers.
I remember when Bring On the Night came out with Sting, showed him making the Dream of the Blue Turtles. And everybody was up in arms because in the movie, he said, I use a thesaurus for lyrics. And I was like, oh, my God, he's using a thesaurus. He's sloughing off. Now it's AI. It's a little, it's like, wow.
I had a rhyming dictionary.
Really?
You know why? Because I read where Sting had one. So I said, it might come in handy. You never know. I mean, David Bowie did cut and paste with a lot of his lyrics.
He did cut and paste. He just read newspapers and articles and just took out a line here, and suddenly it's a song. I mean, that's great. That's cool.
Yeah.
I can dig that.
My song, Unlikely Footsteps, that's a cut and paste.
Yeah.
That I stole from my sister.
But I'll throw this in about going back to the original point of this discussion when you were talking about 15 writers on a song. I wonder, too, if it's also there were a lot of lawsuits back in the day of, someone said, I was in the studio and I helped write for that track. So maybe a Justin Timberlake, maybe he said, oh, shit, I better just put everybody on the track so I don't get sued. And this has been happening in music because Led Zeppelin took credit for stuff and then they got their asses kicked. It's happened through the years. Early hip hop was sampling without giving credit. Now they have to credit. And I guess it could be that too. That hey, I got to get everybody that was on it, so I don't get a lawsuit.
I don't know. I mean,
Well,
Led
it could be that, but also
kicked. They had money. They'd be glad to pay Willie Dixon for you. You know what I mean?
They got their asses kicked.
I think maybe
Mark
is saying it. Maybe post that a lot of laws have been enacted, or things where like if you look at like some of Bruce Springsteen's latest records, Ron Aniello, if I'm saying his name right, the producer. If you look at the personnel, the guy plays a whole lot of shit, man. So I'm wondering how, who's who and what's what, but so that's I think a lot of these guys that we're talking about, they're multifaceted. They are part of the production of the creation. Creation is different for us. We play instruments and we use a simple recording program.
But also, like we spoke last week. Sorry, Lou. We spoke last week about the License to Ill, where they sampled Led Zeppelin. But they got permission to do it, and I'm cool with that, man.
They credit. You look on there; it says Jimmy Page.
Right.
Yeah.
But using AI to generate lyrics for you because you don't think you can write lyrics for yourself, like, no, man, that ain't right.
That ain't right. Because you're not being creative. It's not coming out of your heart.
Yeah,
and
it's not coming from a human, right? Yeah.
And some of these people too, like, if you think about it, you have an idea in your mind, like if you have a phrase, a turn of phrase or something, I said, what if that phrase came to your mind? Don't limit yourself. What else might come to your mind? Also, I would say take your time. I mean, everything's so instant now. So, but you can take your time. But if you can come up with a great line, try coming up with another great line. I think we're so enabled. We're so enabled by technology, obviously, but
Now, for instance, I have right now. No, go ahead, Lou.
For example, when Hurricane Helene came, I hadn't really written much. Once the lights came out, I took out my thing. I wrote a song, which I wrote a complete song, which I'd not done in a long time. Right. So anyway,
now I have 4 new songs. Right, I only have like a verse here and a chorus here and a verse but I'm not stressing out of it. Like I would never, because I have more songs than I have lyrics for. I'm not going to go to AI to help generate lyrics. It doesn't cross my mind to do.
Oh yes,
like a plan. 2 weeks.
Yeah. You were throwing
2 weeks
that on
from
me
now. Some lyrics will come to you.
He's going AI, Mark.
Yeah, that's what I do. Yeah, I just use AI I suggest,
Your next song's gonna have this
and then
Neil
2 verses come up.
Right, your next song's gonna have 5 parts, like a Rush song.
Yeah.
It's like Bob Perry or in Prague.
Let me say something else. Yeah, we're talking about the technology, and there is hope that it will be used because I remember going back to hip hop. DJs were sampling, and I remember the complaint was they're not being creative; they're just sampling. But they used it to make a musical landscape, like on
correct.
So hopefully, AI that there's if someone does use it, it's done like it could. There could be people that use it. I'll never do that. I will, like Perry, like you said, if I want to write lyrics, I want it to come from me. It may take me a year.
Yeah,
it's come from me. If I call it scrambled eggs, that's fine. But
right.
It'll, yeah.
But well, Mark, you just summed it up. You just said it, dude. Thanks.
Yeah.
But also,
I'm lucid tonight. Silent lucidity.
Silent lucidity. The ease of using technology. When sometimes you may not have to.
Right.
I did a vocal thing for a friend, and I had a flat note. I knew when I did it, I could have just done it over.
Yeah.
But he goes, wait. He goes. Check it out. Boop. It's so that's a minute example.
He had a pitch correction program, right?
Yeah. He brought one bad note.
That's a decent use of AI.
Yeah, as opposed to taking a whole vocal track and putting it through,
Right.
Yeah.
But they didn't use the share effect. Did you believe on it?
It didn't warble.
Or like those lame ass hip hop artists that you always hear that with. Like, really? 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 You really can't sing. That's why you're doing that.
Yeah. I don't like that.
You have a passable voice. You might have decent pitch.
Right,
but that's about it. You're rather ordinary, and just you run through the
but
through the
real voices do real voices do what you did. Like you missed that one note.
Yeah,
it's fucking real, man.
I will say this. It was a bad note.
Yeah.
It was a weird drop. It wasn't good. I'll say that. I wouldn't let that pass. So when I did that,
Peter?
What's that?
Were you like Peter Brady and the Brady Bunch when they were singing?
You know,
I went flat for a second, but it was at a spot where it was very noticeable. But I also said, David, I could just do the line again, But so in the amount of time I could have re-recorded the line, because you can do that, with digital.
Yeah.
He just goes no. So I mean, like I said, that's not a big deal. That's not a big deal. But
to me, if you're going to strive for perfection,
well, that's the thing about
whole
the
thing
digital.
a lot, Lou.
Well, that's the thing about digital technology. It's also fucking perfect. There's
the thing. I don't strive for perfection. I make mistakes. I leave them in. I don't care, man. It's just a fucking recording. You know, if you strive for perfection, you're never going to get anything done. You're always going to have to do this over again. I got to do better. Like, forget it, man. You'll never put a recording out if you strive for perfection all the time.
And it becomes generic sounding at that point. When everything, like, one thing about these AI submissions I've heard, like I said, they're stylistically good, but it could be it's the conversations I've heard where that it said it's making me think differently about the way I sing or the way I play, and I'm like, oh, okay. I mean, so
it's interfering with you already.
But I don't want to go that route. I don't want to go that route.
You know who's a perfect example of a singer that is so less than perfect but makes him such a good singer? The first time my friend bought me Wildwood by Paul Weller, I had never heard him sing before, and I'm listening, I'm going, all his notes, he's falling just short. And at first I was like, whoa. But then I realized, no, that's what makes him so fucking good. But at first I was like, whoa, he could never, like, he was always hitting the note.
And Mark, you made me a copy of Wildwood by Paul Weller. I have it right there.
And he's like,
you're right. I don't care that he has a flat note or whatever. It's fucking real, man. And
it's his style. And it's like, so nowadays, if somebody had Paul Weller's voice, they'd say, let's correct all the notes. And it wouldn't sound good.
I don't know. Well, okay.
Another artist, if it was another artist.
There's a little flat, there's a little imperfect. And, but you know damn well if Paul Weller had a thing where it was just like, like you said, Peter Brady, they're going to do it over. But the thing is, like, someone's imperfection is not noticeable to other people, or it's not even that big a deal. Even like there's a lot of early recordings. Maybe like say you really got me. There, the tempo might pick up during the guitar solo. That creates human excitement. Your own. When everything is so perfect. Dramatically and emotionally, it doesn't exceed a certain limited threshold. And it's what are we going on about? We're discussing music.
I don't know. We're rambling, man.
We're talking music. No, this is a music discussion.
We're a bunch of schlubnicks. We're a bunch of schlubnicks.
I think, I don't know, Lou. Where are we going?
Where are we going? So, all right. I think it's time to, I think it's the Yardbirds, like a chicken. Isn't a chicken a Yardbird? Cock and a walk, baby.
Yeah.
Rooster.
That's a big cock you got there, Lou.
Oh, come on there.
Well, this is Yardbirds from 1965. And Jeff Beck was dazzling back then.
Jeff Beck? Okay, this is Jeff Beck.
He's looking
First
tough.
Off, he's live. He's playing harmonica and singing it. Like, holy shit, this is fucking great.
Wearing sunglasses. Who's that guy?
He's a guitar. He's a multi-instrumentalist. He plays guitar also.
That's a nice Gibson that he's playing.
I'll tell you, when you get down to it, Jeff Beck, he's crazy, man.
He's doing everything different than everybody else.
Yep. That was on Shindig, I think. So there's dancers there.
You got the feeling when they play a blues song, Beck got bored by the confines of the blues, so he had to do something, shake it up.
He's not bored, dude. Wait till you see what he does.
No, he does what he does because he doesn't want to be bored, right? That's
but the thing is, the guy shaking the maracas, he's also a guitar player too, but he just happens to be playing the. You don't need it on this song. You don't need another guitar on this song. When you're doing The Shape of Things to Come or whatever, he'll play the 12-string or whatever,
Yeah.
But the Yardbirds were like sometimes in my head it's like the Yardbirds and the Kinks were the coolest band in the UK, man. You forget the Beatles and the Stones or whatever. You know, my head goes into different places.
Oh yeah, I agree.
You know?
Yeah,
Sure.
especially the Kinks.
Yeah.
And the Yardbirds, man, they were just so friggin' cool.
Dig.
The Yardbirds weren't pop enough for that big success.
He's really getting into them maracas.
Yeah. They're playing it live, dude.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, here's Jeff Beck. What?
There's Jeff. I'm not going to play standard blues.
Yeah. On his Esquire. Look what he's doing.
Yep. What I love about Jeff Beck.
Yep. There's one more.
question.
Like,
Boy, that's sure a rave up.
what's like what is it?
What do guys like Page and Clapton think of Beck? Everyone knows people think of
Jimmy Page and Jeff Beck were best friends. They grew up in the same neighborhood.
Who?
Jimmy Page and Jeff Beck were best friends.
Yeah.
Okay.
A lot of respect.
They grew up in the same neighborhood.
Okay.
All three of them respect each other. There was no friction between any of them.
Okay.
Yeah. But having said that, Jimmy Page and Jeff Beck, that time in the Yardbirds, it didn't work. Jeff Beck left. It just wasn't, he moved on when Page came in. They necessarily couldn't work together, but they loved each other. They really did. Yeah.
Well, you'll find a thing there because after this next segment, after there's one more of the and Jeff Beck does this amazing thing where he's holding a guitar up like he's just holding it upright and it's like and he's moving his fingers. But then the Yardbirds get inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and I have a little clip of what Jeff Beck says about it. So whoa. Now he's playing bongos.
Okay.
He's Ralph.
It's the rave up.
Look at him. Look at him.
Wow.
This is 1965, by the way. He's so far ahead of its time.
Yeah, it is.
Like,
what is he doing? He's holding the guitar.
Yeah.
It's like an upright bass.
Yep.
The only thing they're not doing is smashing their instruments.
Yeah.
Like the Who would do.
But they're coming back around.
Nice.
See, that's another those English groups dug the blues, man. They dug, that's like a Willie Dixon song that Muddy Waters recorded or something, right? I'm a man, right?
Listen, we hit the baseball across the Atlantic. They caught the baseball, the blues, and they threw it back to us. They gave it back to us, and they influenced us with our own music. Because Led Zeppelin, Cream, all them, they took it and they made it something else,
And a thing about the Yardbirds was like they were supposed to be like they weren't a pop band, and that was the era of like British bands were that at least got radio play were pop. Even the Kinks, they had pop hits.
Isn't that right? Because, like you said, Clapton left because they were going to pop.
Right. But at heart, they were a blues band. They were a blues band. Excuse me. That actually kind of hit the pop charts just because of the combination.
Right.
I read some reviews of Keith Ralph where they said one of the reasons was he wasn't a pop front man. It was a blues guy, but they criticized his voice, and I thought he had a good voice.
I thought he had a great voice.
But they're probably comparing him to maybe Gene Pitney or Jerry Marsden or something. He wasn't a pop singer. He wasn't a pop singer separate.
He was
from
more
that
of a
band.
blues singer.
Yeah,
more of a blues
exactly.
singer.
Lou, I'll be back in 1 minute.
Me too, Mark. You're right. No, I can't.
It's
fucking
hang
Perry.
on, I'll be right back.
I'll talk about you guys to the audience.
No, we did that to you one time, and that was not cool. Yeah,
That was okay.
You guys have done it to me. Oh,
Did you hear what I
want
said?
you want your spotlight, Mark? Is that what you want?
I talked about you sticking your finger in your ear and stuff like that. You know, that time down in Nashville, you know.
You did not. You know something?
The wet willy ears.
He's never going to kick your ass. He's never going to kick your ass.
Wait, time to do our mask things.
The only good human is a dead human. Invade.
I made $10. I made $10 to stand in the California sun, sweating my ass off.
I'm a civil soldier, and as a soldier, I see things simply. Perry, are you back? I have to go off camera.
I'm back. I went to the fridge. I'll be right back. Go ahead. I'm back. Go ahead. Cool. It's all good. It's all good, man.
I'm logging out for a second. This is live television.
It's all good, man.
You know what? You guys got to learn to get chilling bags on your bottles. That's what you got to learn.
No, I actually went to the fridge to get something to drink, bro.
A soda pop. You got soda pop, right?
Yeah, I'm drinking Pepsi. Yeah. I'm drinking Pepsi and Coke.
Pepsi Cola. Pepsi Cola.
The Yardbirds. So that was blues, man, you know?
Oh, by the way, she's talking about soda. This is a real random. I'm just going to tell you something.
Yeah.
I'm reading that Stephen King book about the guy that time travels back in time to try to prevent the Kennedy assassination.
Yeah.
And when he first time travels, he goes back to his same town he's in, like back in the late 50s. And he goes to the ice cream shop or whatever, the chemist, and they had a bar, like, you know, they have the soda bar.
Yeah.
He got a root beer. And the way they describe it, first of all, the root beer tasted like no root beer today.
What's it called? What's it called?
It's the date of the assassination is the name of the book.
It's a limited series on Netflix.
Yeah.
With Ethan Hawke.
Yeah.
It's called 11/22/63.
I'm going to watch.
Yeah,
I'm not going to watch it till I finish the book because the book is really long.
Yeah, yeah.
But
it's quite interesting.
He's talking in detail about getting the frosted glass, filling it up, and of course back then they put the seltzer and then they put the concentrate in the syrup. That's how they did a soda.
Yeah,
then, you know. So it just sounded so good. I'm like,
They put it
so
in
don't
the
tell Lou
seltzer.
don't tell Lou what I said. Don't.
Okay.
Okay.
He'll tell me later, Mark. He'll text me.
Go ahead, man.
We were talking about the Yardbirds.
Yeah.
And we had was there one more clip or no?
No, we showed him. Yeah.
We showed him. Okay.
Oh, I thought you said there was going to be something from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. That Jeff Beck said something.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Okay, good. Thanks for reminding me. Yeah. Let me locate it. Okay, here it is. Yardbirds. Oh, here it is. Yardbirds being inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Jeff Beck he's a hoot, man.
Actually, before I came up here, I thought, well, I'll keep it short, so I'm going to keep it short. But before we go any further, there's one person who can't be with us tonight, and that's Keith Ralph. I'd like to introduce you to his wife, April, and his son, Jason.
Oh, cool.
Many thanks to all of you.
Such a gentleman, you know?
Yeah.
I never saw this before.
Now watch Jeff Beck.
Yeah, I have done other music after the Yardbirds, but anyway, somebody told me I should be proud tonight. But I'm not, because they keep me out. Yes, they did. Fuck them.
I love it.
That's
Yeah,
Jeff
holy
Beck.
shit. It was kind of cool and kind of snotty, you know?
Yeah, that's Jeff Beck.
I've done other music.
Did you
Really?
know?
I mean, he's done so much more music.
Well, they all
beyond
have
the Yardbirds, right? Yeah.
Well, who didn't? Who didn't, you know?
Yeah.
Was Clapton there for that too? Do you know?
I don't know. All I know is it was the Jeff Beck because they threw me out. Fuck them. You know?
How did Keith Ralph die? Was he electrocuted? Was that no?
Yeah.
That was him,
Yeah,
right?
he was electrocuted, right?
With his band. I forget the name of the band, but they sounded a lot like Led Zeppelin. That
We'll
band.
have to do a segment on that about like the guy from Alex Harvey's brother that got electrocuted on stage. And
I talked about that. He was within the band.
I remember. Yeah.
It was one of the worst things people saw. It took forever. He was like on the stage.
Yeah.
It happened in Westwood. It happened. Remember the Goldfinch Pub on Broadway?
Yeah.
Someone got. I don't know if he died or not, but someone got badly. It was. I think there was rain coming in through that front there, but shit. Yeah.
No,
that's
Think
too
about
bad.
like at the original Woodstock, like it's raining. You can't have bands with electric instruments on stage when it like if it's not grounded or ground gives out, like dude,
Fuck it. Unless you're Garth Hudson, unless you're the band, because when the band played Woodstock, or one of the festivals, it was pouring rain, and Garth went out and did a solo, and it stopped the rain.
yeah.
It stopped the
Yeah.
rain.
The power of
Shaman,
Garth.
he's a shaman, man. Yeah.
What's that?
The power of Garth.
He's a shaman.
Garth could do that. Yes, the Mad Professor could do that.
Yep.
Garth, the last man standing of the band, the oldest. He was the last man standing.
Yeah.
Garth.
Garth.
All right. do we? So I think we're pretty much up to music trivia.
No,
at
you
this
didn't do
point.
trivia, dude.
I was just gonna say we got some music trivia. I've got some music trivia.
Ooh,
Am I the only
let's
one?
have
You
it.
got some? You got
No,
some?
I got two trivias. I got two.
I got a couple true for.
I got two for you.
I'll go first. Okay.
Go ahead. You're the
Yeah.
host.
Okay.
The host goes first.
Okay. So since I looked up what do you call it? Aerosmith and Dream On. So
Dream On. Yeah.
What was Aerosmith's Dream On original placement on the Billboard Hot 100? This is a multiple choice. So when they released it in 1973 on their debut album, what was its position on the Billboard Hot 100? Was it 41, 59, 73, or 86?
Oh, it was a high number, man, because it didn't, like we just discussed, it didn't chart really. So
It was
say
it
it
was-
reached
it
number
was the Hot
83.
100.
Yeah.
Wait, what did you say? 83?
83.
It was 86.
86, yeah.
Okay.
I'm going with that too.
It was 59.
Okay.
Wow, it was a huge hit.
But not top 40, though.
Not
Yeah.
top 40. Not top
Yeah,
40.
yep.
Casey
Okay.
Kasem didn't touch it.
Okay, so when Dream On by Aerosmith from their debut album was re-released in 1975,
Yeah.
what was its position in the Billboard Top 10? The top 10. Was it 6, 3, 1, or 7?
I think it reached number 1. No, I'm going to say number 3.
Okay,
What were the
says three.
choices again?
6, 3, 1, or 7?
I say
like
3.
6 is my lucky number. I'm going with 6.
Mark, you were correct.
Hey,
I thought it- I
That's
thought it
top
was-
10, though.
Yeah.
That's top 10. It's getting
Yeah.
played a lot. Yeah.
It almost hit the top 1. I thought it was a number 1. I heard it so much that summer. I thought it was a number 1, but probably in that summer of 75 it was probably like George McRae's Rocky Baby or something, you know?
Yeah.
With the Hughes Corporation. See that? Rock the boat. Okay, let's see. I think that is all the trivia I got. I got? Yes, that's all the trivia I got.
Wait, you're not going to ask us who the drummer of Blue Oyster Cult was?
No.
Let
okay.
it go. Let it go, Mark. Go
I
ahead.
can never let the OC go. Lou turned me into the cult. I'm in the cult.
That's
'cause of
right.
Lou. So
I've yet to become a Swiftie, though.
I am. I'm a Swiftie.
Mark's a Swiftie.
I'm a Swiftie.
Mark likes all those boy
Actually,
bands. He
Mark,
likes all those.
do you send in
Yeah.
death threats to people who criticize Taylor Swift's album?
Only you two. Only you two
Of course,
guys.
no, he goes to
Listen.
the threads. Mark goes
Listen.
to the threads and starts arguing with people.
I went to Target, and I bought her latest CD because I listened to it on Spotify. I said I like it, and if I like something, I try to buy it just to get the sale for the artist.
Sure, yeah,
Sure.
yeah.
So here I am
You're
in
good about
line.
that.
You know me, right? And I'm holding a Taylor Swift CD. I wanted to say, this is not for my daughter. This is for me.
Good for you. Hey,
You didn't
No
say
shame,
that, but you
no
wanted
shame
to
at all.
say that, right?
no
Yeah.
shame at all. I find it hard to admit I like Carpenter songs when I was a young boy because it wasn't the Beatles.
They
and
were
I
really
was-
good
I was-
songs.
I was a young kid in a big family, so like I kind of like. I think it's a good song. And I
Did you
heard
know why?
I heard Superstar the other day. Fucking great.
Well, you knew good music when you were young, when you heard
Of
it.
courd.
So we all, that's the, what
We all-
keeps
we
the
all
three
did.
of us. Yeah, yeah.
We understood. We understood music. Now, like you can
Yeah.
you understand how what makes it what it is. The structure, the arrangement, whatever.
Right,
you know.
right. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. I have a couple of questions. You want to hear them?
Yeah, of course.
All right. This song by this American artist had the best performing song of 1984, according to the Billboard Hot 100 chart. Can you name the artist and the song? 1984.
Billie Jean Michael Jackson.
Wow. What a freaking great guess, man.
Wow.
Lou?
I'm going to say Steve Perry, O'Sherry.
Oh, man, those are kick-ass guests.
Should have went with my guy Prince.
Bum, ba-dum, bum, bum. Bum, ba-dum.
Yeah. Oh,
I don't like
feel
that.
so
I hate the
synthetic
sound.
now.
I
I feel
don't like
synthetic.
I hate that. I can't help it. That's why Prince has never sung. I don't like that production. It's terrible.
Is that called the Lindrum? The Lindrum sound?
Probably,
could
or
be.
clavier,
Yeah.
or what was it? The Fairlight music computer.
All right, here's another. Foghat had 5 songs on the Billboard Hot 100. Can you name as many of them as you can?
Fool for the City.
Fool. Okay, Fool.
I Just Want to Make Love to You. No, maybe not.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to go with that one.
Well, there's no wrong answers. Like
Fool for this. Just want to make
guess
love
what
to
you
you.
guess. Yeah.
Road Fever. Is that the song name?
What's the one that goes? I just want to make love to you.
Yeah.
I got their pop hit. Third time lucky.
Oh,
You've been talking about that for quite some time. Yeah.
It's a good song. So we got 3 and they had 5.
So I'm going with Just Want to Make Love to You. Road Fever might be in there because that was kind of a big one.
You're writing it down, I hope, right?
No. Road Fever.
I got it.
All right. Okay, Lou's got it.
We got one more. It's from that live album. Oh my god.
Yeah.
The first time I saw Blue Oyster Cult, Fog had opened up.
Well, they were an opening act. Yeah, really.
Yeah.
When I got that album, I said,
Thank
"Wow,
God.
they were playing big stadiums." I didn't realize all that was
Playing
recorded.
rock and boogie. Yeah.
They were opening for bands.
Well, they played Madison Square Garden. I mean, they got a nice bag of cash for that. I can't think of another one.
All right. Well, let's see what happens here. Let's see what happens.
Slow Ride. God damn it.
What the duck?
Number 20.
God damn it, I forgot that.
There's the pop hit that Lou talks about.
It's a good song, man.
God.
Yeah.
They're going country and western.
Love could be so cruel. Now, if I can interrupt, the reason I Just Want to Make Love to You, when they originally released the album version, it peaked at number 83. A couple of years later, we talked about re-releasing Lou, like Dream On, right?
Dream On, yeah.
Then it became a hit. The live version became a number 33 hit. Yeah. Diamond Wheel.
I don't know this one.
Yeah. 1978. Yeah.
You know, Perry, this is total zeitgeist because I just ordered this like a month ago. It was re-released
Zoot Suit.
by Rock Candy Records,
Zoot Suit,
Foghat
dude.
Live. And I ordered it, and it sounds great.
Move it
We'll
over a
remix
little
it.
bit. I can't
cool.
see it. Move it over.
Okay.
There you go.
Can we name the members, the original members of Foghat?
I
without
don't know
looking.
any of their
Without-
names. No. You
Roger
do it.
Roger
Yeah.
Price on drums.
Yeah.
The singer, was he guitar
He's very lonely. He's very lonely.
Lonesome Dave Peverett. He died.
There you go. Yeah.
And the bass player was Lee Rocker from the Stray Cats. Not a bass player. No, he was. I don't know who he is. He's a bass player.
Craig McCrager.
Sure, he was. That's what
He
you
was
said.
on the live album. So,
Okay.
yep. Yeah. But this is the album to me that made them. I just, it's great.
Yeah. Well, that was it. They were, the studio versions are cool.
They are.
But that's how they made their bones, man.
Yeah.
Yep. Speaking of this,
Hard drinking road dogs.
here's a trivia question. Who played guitar on Frankenstein by Edgar Winter Group and also played guitar on Tupelo Honey by Van Morrison?
Ronnie Montrose.
Ronnie Montrose. Hugh
Ronnie
McCracken.
Montrose?
Ronnie Montrose.
You say Ronnie Montrose?
Yeah. Yep.
Ronnie Montrose.
I love this song. I like Van Morrison. I can't help it.
I love this song.
But the thing is, though, the Frankenstein by the Edgar Witch Group with Montrose, it was produced by Ricky Derringer.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Okay,
there's a guitar connection there.
Yeah.
Do you know how I learned that he played on Uncle Tupelo? Why, reading Ted Templeman's excellent autobiography that you, Perry, recommended
there,
to me.
dude.
Yeah.
Didn't he have an album called High Montrose Corn Syrup?
Yes, yeah.
Jesus, Lou.
He's desperate, Mark.
You got lactose, sucrose, you got Montrose. I'm not desperate. No, I'm not.
Hold on. Wait, hold on. Shecky's is on the phone. Wait, hold on. Oh, you lost your gig at Shecky's. You
I'm
lost.
a Schlaggers this week, Mark. I can't do it.
Welcome to Schlaggers.
Good evening and welcome to Slaggers.
All right, cool.
But, yeah, Ronnie Montrose was what a great guitar player too. And by the way, didn't we have what was his group was called Montrose? We had
Montrose.
Sammy Hagar as the lead singer doing Rock the Nation, right?
Yeah.
So was that Montrose trying to make records and trying to make money and be a, was Ronnie Montrose from the Heartland like Sammy Hagar?
No, he's from California. He's a
He's
California
from,
guy.
like the Bay Area.
Yeah. And Ted Templeman, it's funny, he admits in his book that when he was recording Van Halen's album, he said, let's get Sammy Hagar, because David couldn't get the lyrics. But you know what? He got David down. He spliced and diced and everything, and it came out great.
Yeah, we were talking about that book, and it was like in the early days, they didn't have faith in David Lee Roth as a singer. They said, let's get Sammy.
Wow.
They wanted Sammy to be on Van Halen 1.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't know that went back that far.
But Ted Templeman was the one that went back to him and said, but David writes great lyrics.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, Ted Templeman knew Sammy from Montrose. So that's how he knew him.
Yeah.
Yep.
And apparently, Sammy and Eddie bought their fast race cars from the same dealership too.
Really? Yeah. That's why they can't drive 55.
That's right.
Yeah.
I can't count to 55.
And if you see the
I have no
video,
more trivia.
if you see the video for I Can't Drive 55 in the beginning, you see that engineer. I think his name was Claudio, and he makes a cameo in the video. So yeah. Okay, I got two things for trivia.
Cool. Okay.
All right, this concerns Dream Theater. Sorry, guys. Which established sax player appeared on Dream Theater's Images and Words? That was their album with their only hit. The track he appears on is Another Day, and it's multiple choice. Is it Warren Ham, Jay Beckenstein, or Michael Brecker? But I'm going to tell you,
that's the only one I know.
I'm going to tell you that the sax player played clarinet on it.
I
Or not clarinet, he
recognize Michael Brecker, so that's what I'm going to say. Yeah.
I'm surprised that no one knew Jacob Beckenstein because it was recorded at Bear Track Studios in Suffern, New York, which was owned by Jay Beckenstein from Spyro Gyra. So it was Jay Beckenstein.
We're not as sophisticated as you, Mark.
I had a gyroscope as a kid.
They got a Spyro Gyra player in the studio. Yeah, sellouts. They do a quiet track. How dare they?
Whatever happened to Spyro Gyra? So I always put them with Jean-Luc Ponty in the 70s.
Yeah, they still get together.
I wasn't into it at that point. I was kind of young, and
Spyro Gyra were always a little lighter to me, whereas like Return to Forever was the shit to me. That was the good stuff. Spyro Gyra, when I heard them, I'm like, they're a little fluffy, but I realized they were really good. Just didn't hit me at the time, you know.
Well, Lou, it's interesting they said that because I remember reading in these rock magazines, Cream, all these other magazines, like there was no Spyro Gyra, and I just like, whatever. I'm not reading that article. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, Beckenstein opened.
Well, yeah.
Go ahead, Lou. I'm sorry.
When sometime in the 80s, like I started investigating some of these bands, Weather Report. Chick Corea, things. I had one of his electric band records. I wanted to be a better drummer. I thought, what is beyond, 4/4 timing, and I realized I can't do it. So,
yeah.
Me too.
But I liked it and stuff. But like I can't really. I have a hard time in that genre telling one from the other too much. I don't know because I haven't listened to it too much. You can probably say that I can tell this guy from that guy, this guy, that guy. It's like any genre of music. Some people can tell that's Max Roach or that's Peter Erskine or something.
Right. You know, Lou, it's ironic that I have an easier
that's
time.
Wes Montgomery on guitar.
I have an easier time telling. I have an easier time identifying drummers than any other instrument.
Okay.
For some reason,
Really?
I can identify Max Roach, Kenny Clark, Philly Joe Jones. I get it. That's why it's like drumming is like I get it. And you taught me a lot more about learning it, but when I hear those little rim shots and everything, I go, "That's Philly Joe Jones." I know it. You know, not everything. I mean, but yeah.
I'm starting to think the time of individuality on an instrument is kind of gone. Everything. I mean, things sound good, but is the guitar player that plays with Phoebe Bridgers is any different than the guy that plays with? I don't know, Fleet Foxes or whatever the band is. You know, it's like I get the individuality is gone. With drummers, I think it's completely gone. At least what I can hear. I can hear.
You know what music scene started that, in my opinion? Nashville. Nashville was a homogenized scene of studio players, and when it got slick, country music got slick, all the drummers sound the same, and I think that spread into all other genres of music now. It's a production thing. Just make them all sound the same, you know?
Yeah.
There have been a few examples. I don't know who the new bands are, but I did hear a couple tunes recently where they're kind of cutting loose. I think maybe that era of, streamlining whatever, musically and instrumentally is fine, but every once in a while you want to hear somebody do something. I mean, I speak from a drummer's point of view, but like I heard one song where like I said the drummer at the end of the song is actually kind of he's cutting loose, or he or she is cutting loose. Whereas before, but the sound is all the same though. To me, it's kind of weird.
It's almost like the same producers producing all this stuff. Plastic country out of Nashville.
And other genres of music
money.
too, Perry.
Why fuck with it, right?
Yeah. Well, even in the rock realm too, I've noticed like things like the guitars are distorted, but there's no edge. It's edgeless distortion. It's
because you know why?
It's clean. It's clean in a distorted way.
So we employ those direct boxes because it's necessary for us. It's home studio.
We're homebodies.
They've gotten in the studios now to applying the guitar sound like that in the afterwards digitally. So they all have the same guitar sound. Nobody mics up a cabinet anymore. Now, when you go in the studio, I think you should mic up a cabinet. That's my opinion. It makes it better sound, a more unique sound.
The way it used to be done. The way it should be done.
And the way music has to be processed for all these digital services too. Back in the day, they had to compress signals.
They got to squeeze it.
Right. Yep. In order to be heard on multi formats, just like the whole thing was like, I don't know if it still exists. Where for streaming, like if you don't come in with a vocal within like a second and a half, your song's fucked. It could be the next Stairway to Heaven or Layla or whatever. But if you come in and singing from the beginning of the song to the very end, shut the fuck up.
Because we're in
stop. At some point, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear something going on and on.
Take a breath, man.
Really,
take a breath. Take a breath.
Yeah.
So anyway,
well, I have nothing.
I have one more for you.
Go, man.
Okay. The band Yes. What Yes song incorporated part of another song written by a Beatle? Now, not a cover of a Beatles song, because they did do a cover of a Beatles song. So, what Yes song incorporated part of another song written by a Beatle? It was a solo song.
Move on back to squares.
I have no idea.
Cause it's time and time and time. It's your time and it's news. It's captured.
Yep.
I can't think of what is the Beatles song? Oh,
listen.
Give us a chance.
Listen close.
All we are saying.
Oh, I got the wrong section. Shit. I don't know where it is. But it going,
what was he using?
Give peace a chance. Give peace a chance.
Okay,
all we are saying. They do it in the background.
All we are saying.
Is that the
give peace a chance. Yeah, I can't believe I got the time wrong. Damn it.
God damn it, Mark.
Well. I fucked that one up.
I got it, though. I got it.
Wait, when they do it live, when Chris Squire was alive, because Chris Squire was very uncredited. He was not recognized as a wonderful harmony vocalist. Just listen to Going for the One sometime. Listen to Chris Squire go down while John Anderson is going up. It's amazing. So he would do the "Oh, we are" in his low voice, and it would sound. And
that's the greatest thing about leaving a body of work too. You know, you're talking about Chris Squire like he's still alive. You know, and that's the thing. He still exists on that realm. He still exists.
Yeah,
you know,
just like David Bowie. And Tom Petty and Glenn Fry, anybody.
They're
Neil
all listening.
Neil Peart, you know, it doesn't go away. You know.
Yeah. Well, I have some extra relish, Lou, if you want.
I paid my 50 cents. I want some garnish.
I'm not paying.
I want lettuce and tomato and fries. Muppet.
The banjo player actually looks like Jim Henson.
Yeah, he does.
He's left-handed too.
Well, they just do that because they don't want the neck sticking the other way. Who can't like this? Come on.
I think they're from Nashville, aren't they?
Like this. That's Jim Henson, dude.
It is, yeah.
Some of the guys taking up all your time. Now you don't have time for me, cause you don't want my love. You don't seem to care a thing about it.
Ding dong ding ding dong ding dong ding.
All right.
That's the 8-ball.
If I could learn to play everything that I can already play backwards, would I be a better musician? Outlook not so good.
Is that Tony Banks?
I don't know what to say.
No, that was Paul Pat Metheny.
That's Taj Mahal.
Oh.
You may rely on it.
Are you going to flip channels? Signs point to yes. Has William Bennett ever been high? It is decidedly so.
Is that Todd Rundgren?
That I really want the answer to in an 8-ball.
What kind of 8-ball?
Absolutely.
That's what's her name, Luca. My name is
Luca.
Luca.
Nancy Griffin. That was Nancy Griffin.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Bill Bennett.
There's 2 more little relish bits.
Now it's time for Swear to God with the Reverend Winton Dupree.
I have a question, and I know you all have it too. What is up Satan's ass?
Pastor Saul.
All he wants to do is fuck us up, the dick licker. Now the Lord said, I am the light of the world. Now he could as easily have said, I am kingship of Fuck Mountain. Why would you fuck with me?
Look at these. That's Buddy Holly.
I'll tell you what. I am the only preacher with the fucking balls. And you know this. You all know this. To say, Satan, I damn thee. You goddamn motherfucking shit-eating, cocksucking son of a bitch! Can I get a fucking A?
Pardon me. All right.
He wants some money. Offer him.
I want to go to that church.
Yeah.
He's got spirit.
One more. Jack Nicholson getting an Academy Award.
Well,
Cheerio.
David Niven.
Tonight is technology
David
night.
Niven, I think. Yeah.
Joanne Woodward was in New York, Ingrid Bergman was in Denver, Colorado, and now Jack Nicholson has further complicated matters by being in Salem, Oregon. I hope that damn satellite is up to the job.
Let me ask Cushing, who have been chosen Best Actor by the Society this year for my performance in Chinatown. I'd like to thank Madam President and the rest of the members of the Society for this great honor. I wish that I could be with you there in Albert Hall, but as you can see, I've been institutionalized here in Oregon while filming One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest with some friends of mine. I understand, however, that Mr. Polanski and Town are with you in the audience this evening, and I'm sure that they will take this
Look at the chief in the
opportunity
back.
to thank Miss Dunaway themselves and the rest of the
They got
cast and
everybody.
crew of Chinatown for their contributions. Mr. Town, Mr. Polanski.
The bald guy on the right.
Please.
Hello.
Ah.
Thank you for interrupting, but Mr. Nicholson has to come with me now.
Thank you. Thank you.
That's fucking great.
That was so great. Imagine the fun they had on the set at that at that hospital, right?
That was 75, right?
I'm not sure when the movie.
I thought it was earlier,
Yeah,
like 70.
Yeah, it was 75. Now, Michael Douglas produced it. Kirk Douglas did the role on Broadway and tried to get into the movie, but his son said no.
Well, he bought the rights to the book. Yeah.
Right.
I almost showed that album tonight, Perry. I had it. I was going to show it. Class Clown.
So,
one flew east,
consider
one flew west,
subscribing. Yep.
one flew over the cuckoo's nest.
Yeah.
Please consider subscribing to the Music Relish Show. You can email us at themusicrelishshow@gmail.com.
Music Relish Show at
And
gmail.com.
look for a
or just leave a
special
comment.
Music Relish special segment coming up with a friend of ours from Holland. We're going to discuss the musical genre known as Netterbeat.
Cool.
Next week.
It's going to be great.
Right?
What's
Yeah.
that? A week from
Next
today?
week.
That's
Yeah.
right, a week from today.
Cool.
A week from today. Yeah.
The ever-evolving Music Relish Show. We're not resting on our laurels. Guys, it's almost going on 5 years. It'll be 5 years soon. It was 4 years in November 4th.
So it was 5 years ago. I sat back there by that window with two Tito's and Club going, I can't do a podcast. I'm doing my... Yeah.
That's right. It was 4 years ago in November. This coming November will be 5 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, that's it, bro.
We've evolved. Yeah, that's it.
You want the outro?
I guess so, yeah. Yeah. Until next time, this has been the Music Relish Show with your hosts, Mark, Perry, and Lou. Fuckers. It's a blobfish.
Looks like someone I know.
Thanks to our subs.
The song's creepy. Buddy Holly. I named my dog after this man.
A great picture. Is it AI?
Not AI. I don't use AI, dude.
Is that Sal Mineo behind Robert De Niro?
Wow.
That's Al Pacino.
That's Al Pacino. Bustin'
Randy
Rhodes. I don't like those guitars. Charlie Watts? Is that Charlie?
Great picture. Yeah. Oh man. Marlboro man.
Paul Newman smoking a butt. Paulie.
Paul and Julian. Yeah.
That's Julian Lennon.
There's Hey Jude. Yeah.
Yeah.
Paul's a good guy.
When I heard the story about Hey Jude, I liked it again. When I heard I didn't know about that.
Paul's a good guy. He's a good man.
Look at old Frank with his reel-to-reel. Look at the deck he's got back there, man.
Really?
You know?
Really?
Look at that stereo
was a man.
system.
Frank was a man.
And look, is it me or does he have a bucket full of cigarettes on the coffee table?
Yeah.
Am I wrong?
No, I think, no, come on, that's not.
Some
It's
people
not
have
a big,
candy.
It's like a big Roman ashtray.
Bullshit. It's a bucket full of fucking cigarettes.
Some
dude.
people have candy.
Yeah.
Frank has cigarettes.
I think Frank smoked Luckies. I think he was a Lucky Strike guy. Ooh. I could go for some Frankenberry now.
Frankenberry, yeah.
Relish.
It's moonshine relish.
That's home pickled relish, man.
That's Pablo Picasso and one of his ladies. Yeah.
Cool.
Gee.
His bathing trunks look kind of funny. There's something protruding from his bathing trunk. Pablo pits the pup tank.
Just sitting out in the sun. Just sitting out in the sun.
I played the drums.
Courageous cat.
And Minute Mouse.
Yeah. B-52s.
B-52s.
Some beautiful girls.
There's Fred. That's that's the nouveau B-52s post Ricky Wilson.
Cause
Don't worry,
I'm
be happy with the Music Relish show.
Cause I'm happy. Charles Chips.
Do you guys remember getting big potato chips in giant tins?
Yep.
Like a big tub.
Yep.
Remember,
by the way,
Jason and the
Jason
Argonauts?
That scared the shit out of me when I was in kindergarten.
Me
I saw
too,
it.
dude.
Yeah.
Me too.
Cool stuff, man. I loved it.
I thought they were outside my window at night.
She's on top of the Chrysler building on one of the gargoyles taking a photograph.
Fuck that.
Yeah.
Wow.
No way.
Yeah.
No way.
But you could see she's standing in the gargoyle.
Yeah, she came from inside. Right.
Yeah. I'd be afraid to drop the camera.
Who's a photographer?
She was. I don't know who she was.
She was. I love that. She was. Oh, is that Lou who wrote that song, man? That's a disturbing song. M&M's. Little M&M's crawling.
Good night.
Good night.
Yeah. Ciao.